James Cameron and director Robert Rodriguez come together for Alita, Battle Angel.
Whatever you were, it's not who you are now.
I'm a warrior, aren't I?
500 years in the future, a robot hybrid is discovered, and this begins the long story of our film Alita. And that's the exposition in a nutshell, Andrew. And pretty much the exposition continues story-wise throughout the entire run of this film. Almost the last 20 minutes, a whole lot of story. Some special effects in there to help tell the story, and some talented actors to help push the story along. But I'm going to harp on this story idea for a second, because it's a lot of story. It's a lot of story to wedge into one movie, and I think it got lost. And in that, and one of the biggest things that was lost is the talented direction of Robert Rodriguez, and also the talented James Cameron that kind of got lost in the shuffle for this for me. You know, it's not a bad film. It's sci-fi that I've seen before, but ultimately, Andrew, I don't know if it's good or bad. It's just kind of there for me.
And it's interesting because James Cameron has been wanting to make this for about 20 years. And now that he's had the chance to do that, like you said, a lot of these themes we've seen in other sci-fi movies, especially a movie like Elysium, that involves people trying to get to this higher plane of existence that has exclusivity and that people live in paradise, or so they think. With all that history and with all the work that goes into this, with all the visuals and the motion capture, the script is about as standard as you are going to get for a sci-fi movie or any regular movie that's been out in theaters in the past 10, 20 years.
Well, yeah, it's Rollerball, it's Blade Runner, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, sci-fi derives on itself, but just make it interesting. And I think that's one of the problems here, is that it's not. And I think visually, like you're speaking, that's where it kind of falls too. I know it's supposed to be this nice hybrid between the latest advanced technologies from Cameron with this hyper-digital filmmaking and also the hyper animation. It all kind of blends in. It looks just like the Uncanny Valley of the Polar Express to me. It's just none of it really kind of pops out for me. The action scenes, although I think were interesting, still got buried into the mire of this. Again, I think for sci-fi fans, there's a lot here to see. For sci-fi fans, there's a lot not here to see, and for non-friends. So I'm straight up the middle on a film that I'm completely neutral about. 2.5 out of 5 for me.
I'm going 3 stars out of 5. That I was a little bit more impressed by the visual aspect, especially the choreography with this motorball sport that they have in the movie, and as well as some of the close-ups of Alita. But yeah, overall, I didn't feel any emotions toward any of these characters in the movie, and I think that's really where it falls short. So this is a mild recommendation at best, I would say. To read my review, check out St. Joe Live every Thursday in the St. Joseph News Press or online at newspressnow.com.
You can catch me on Tuesdays at the Friends Front Row Film Series at the East Hills Library Theater, Tuesday, 6:30 p.m., free movies. It's a great time.
And you can join me next week as I review How to Train Your Dragon 3. Until then, we'll be live at the movies. See you later.
See ya.